Hi guys, I'm Brandy and welcome to Brandy and Company. The last video you saw, I was reviewing the Coco handle shopping tote by Chanel in a gray color with gold hardware. And I purchased that bag from The RealReal. In today's video, the one that I told you that will be coming after that one, I'm going to go over my experience with The RealReal. I do want to preface this video by stating I'm not encouraging nor am I discouraging anyone out there watching this video to purchase or not purchase from The RealReal. I just want to provide you with my experience. Something I'm providing in this video are 3 tips on purchasing with The RealReal, and if you experience any challenges, how to try to get those resolved with The RealReal. All right, I hope you enjoy this video and have an amazing day. Toodles. So the reason I'm returning this bag is item not as described. They said this was in very good condition. For one, I mean, when it sits on my hand, see how it just falls in? And that's due to all these creases here. That's not my issue. The issue, there are stains and marks on this bag that were not disclosed. And I don't know if I want to get into showing all those, but there are some in the front and in the back. Here's one that's pink. I don't know if that'll show up. That's right there. The other ones are like brownish stains. Anyway, I reached out to them to request a return, that the item was not as described. Crickets. So I first reached out to the store that I had the bag brought in from the warehouse, which is located in New Jersey, brought it to the Melrose location in California because that's who I worked with to buy my Hermes Toolbox 26. So I'd already started building a relationship with them. They brought it in, sent me videos that were semi-blurry, but none of the stains were disclosed even at that time, because I know The RealReal has a no return policy. And so I like to do my due diligence, have the bag brought into a local boutique, and have videos sent to me and pictures and things of that nature, ask all the questions that I have. None of this was disclosed to me. So I reached out to the individual that helped me with the purchase of the sale of this bag. Crickets. So I moved on to customer service. Any of you out there in luxury land have dealt with The RealReal, their customer service is offshore. From what I've learned through this process, it's based out of India. So while they might be friendly, there is a language barrier there, and they stick to very generic sayings, statements, very boilerplate statements, no matter what you say to them. And they just kept reiterating to me that it's no returns, that that's their policy. And I kept reiterating to them, I understand your policy. That's not what I'm trying to get around. My issue is you sold me an item not as described, and I would like to return it. They continuously tried to push me towards consigning the item. Absolutely not. I've heard the horror stories with consigning as well as purchasing, but I'm definitely not consigning. You need to make this right. I opened an ethics case. If you do have an issue, I will put the link to open an ethics case below in hopes to get some type of response or speak with someone, quite frankly, that is here in the United States, where we can have a very clear and open conversation to get this bag returned. That never happened. I request calls back with the offshore customer service, never got a call back. So I reached out to, I'm here on the East Coast, I reached out to another store here on the East Coast in Florida, spoke to a manager, and they agreed. I sent them photographs. They agreed that the item was not as described and they would assist me in escalating the case. They did that, and the offshore customer service was denied, was like, nope, can't return it. So I opened a case with my credit card company, and they are pursuing it. But in the meantime, I don't know why I just could not let it go, because I felt like it's very unethical what The RealReal is doing, and it's not the first, second, or 10th time they've done it. I mean, they did this to Bethany Frankel. He purchased a Chanel bag. The item was not in the condition that they described, and they refused her return. She just didn't take the time to fight it. I'm not. So this morning, I was watching YouTube, and this young lady last year had purchased a bag that was fake. And they were not trying to hear it. They, meaning The RealReal, was not trying to hear that. And after several months, I believe she stated 8 months, she went to Instagram and wrote something on a comment on one of their posts. And she said her situation got resolved immediately. Well, guess what? I did the same thing, and my situation got resolved immediately. I have a return label in my email, and this puppy is going out of here today. While I love this bag, I paid an amount that did not have the discrepancies that were not mentioned. And that's why I'm returning. It's a matter of just stop doing this to people. So because The RealReal is a consignment company, they're not like Fashion Pile where they buy it, they have ownership of it and sell it. You send their items to them, and then they try to resell it on your behalf, and you receive the funds once the sale is complete. So for The RealReal to take this bag back, or any bag for that matter that's listed as no returns, at that point they own it and they have to recoup the money. So the bag's going back, but I thought I'd take this opportunity to do a little story time, a chat, review this tote from, I haven't used it, but at first glance, it's beautiful from a functionality standpoint. I love it. It's just, to me, a more elevated DeVille, and I think it's gonna fit my needs perfectly. And I think at this point, I'm searching for a beige and or black color in this. But if you have challenges with The RealReal, do your due diligence. Have an item brought into a store that's closest to you, or one you have a relationship with, and one that you've been to before. Ask all the questions. If for some reason the item is fake, not as described, go to Instagram and just nip it. I think it's sad that we have to do that, but that's the case. All right. Oh, before you guys go, if you have challenges with The RealReal and you send something back to them, if they've given you the runaround like they've given me, keep your case with your credit card company open until you get that refund back into your account. At that point, contact your credit card company and let them know they finally issued a refund and they can take their money back. Just keep that case open until you get your money back, because I've heard really bad things with The RealReal. You send something back and they'll say, you didn't send us back the right item, or they could say they don't get it. Anything could happen. Keep the case open with your credit card company until you get your refund from The RealReal. If you guys have any questions, leave them below. I'll chat with you later. Toodles. Bye.